Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I think I should probably plug in my headphones on this thing. Okay, so today is day 2 of 6 days. Okay, there we go. You can probably hear me much, much better. Alrighty, so if you're on this live, give me some thumbs up, give me some hellos. I know it's a busy Monday for everybody, so I'm gonna dive right in. I'm Jamie Young, founder of Jamie Young Swag and Strategy and the creator of the Swag Strategy and Sales Program. I like to call this the gift marketing method, right? Because it's gifts, it's marketing, there's a method to my madness. There's a method to our madness. So day 2 of 6 lives, today I wanna show you how to utilize the gift marketing method to generate more loyalty and leads and clients, and that's through giving, that is through growth, and that is cultivating goodwill. So one thing I wanna mention, and I didn't mention this last live, is I wanna make sure you understand what I do. So I help businesses make memorable impressions, and that is with custom promotional products, giveaways, custom apparel, and strategy to make sure that all your dollars count, to make sure that those promotional products are going to the right marketing avenues. Now, a quick review of what we discussed last live is the reason why I'm here talking to you today, the reason why you're hopping on this live or you're gonna watch the recording later, is we live in a very high-tech world. It's now a very high-tech world with very low touches. All the communication is in volumes. I don't know about you, but it's extremely overwhelming. And it's become the norm. It has become very normal. And the marketplace is really, truly craving true personal connection. And that's where I feel that the gift marketing method and how you can connect with them at a deeper level and make those relationships with your clients friendships. And it's really easy to do that. Gift marketing is thoughtful and it's very relationship building. And the plan is to not only bring you top of mind, but keep you top of mind, or make sure that when your service or your product is needed, that there's no problem for you to surface, right? Your brand is there. And when it's done properly and with great strategy, the return on your investment is extremely hard to beat. So I wanna see, all right. So here are the problems that people are feeling when they are thinking about, maybe they're thinking about promotional products and what do they do and where do I start, you know? And here's the problem in general is salespeople and owners oftentimes are feeling invisible. They're feeling there's not a lot of leads out there. They're blending in. The marketplace is extremely overwhelmed with traditional marketing. I'm overwhelmed with where do I go? What do I do? So I'm, staying right in my lane of what has worked. And if it's working, keep doing it. You can add new things in. And really not knowing how to make the most of their promotion. That goes back to, don't just buy swag. Buy swag that makes sense, that is on brand and has intentions behind it. We're gonna get into that today a little bit. And oftentimes people think they just can't afford it. You can afford promotional products, trust me. It's less than pennies per impression. So, and some of the experience, and if you weren't on the last call, my experience, has been since running the Women's Expo, and I still do, it's been over 7 years, and I have seen businesses that participate in that particular event see great success, and I've seen some businesses not do so great because they just show up, they've got their brochures and their smile, their arms are crossed, and they think that business and leads and prospects are going to come to them because they've chosen a great opportunity. And although it is a fantastic opportunity, you really have to have a good plan. You need to set yourself up for success. If you're not selling jewelry in retail, then it's really hard to be you're gonna be the most boring person at that event. So think about that, and in any community events that you're participating in, is to really think about your engagement plan. Okay, So yeah, so the difference between success and not success. Those people who were very successful and who would have typically been the most boring people at that particular show had great plans and strategies involved. So they knew that they had 3 seconds to capture the attention of these attendees that are walking by. And so they used great incentives and games and activities, whether it be ping pong or spin wheels, things like that, because women will do anything to win a free chapstick, right? Or pocket mirror, nail file. I mean, we just like to win things. I mean, women are not, men do too. My husband loves to win things. I will share a story with you actually, probably on our next live about that, us going to Costco. Okay, so knowing your plan, knowing your engagement plan, that's when I opened my business. In 2018, I opened up my promotional products business because I saw the need and I saw that the connection between these incentives and these drivers that were driving traffic in, I wanted to get behind that because there's not a lot of people locally serving the community. My competition is the internet, and we don't know where those people are. Is it a sales rep sitting in China? Couldn't tell you. I will tell you I'm local. So here are the 5 areas that we are going to cover. We're going to cover one of them today, the first one, which is marketing and sales goals, and to set your marketing promotional goals and be very crystal clear on your ideal client. So those are some areas that we're going to cover today. Next week, we're going to talk about live events, the opportunities to connect with hundreds and thousands of prospects in one place. A lot of opportunities there, so I'm excited about that deep dive. The following day, we're going to cover social media and snail mail. These are 2 super important ways to connect deeply to your audience in this high-tech world with social media and bringing in the low-tech world of snail mail, which is that relationship builder. You know, when you're getting a handwritten letter or people are going out of their way to send you something, it's a game changer for sure. The day after that, which will be day 5, we're going to talk about renewals, referrals, and retention. I have built my business on this. So these are often very underutilized, and it's a great way to grow your business in getting lots of great new leads for less effort. So if you've got great partners, great referral partners that are bringing business to you, and you're also bringing business to them, it's very natural that there's a lot of giving and receiving. So we'll dig into the renewals, referrals, and retention. And then the last day, we're going to talk about the roadmap. And this is where we bring everything together with a clear plan. What events should you be going to? The social media and the snail mail, the renewals, referrals, and retention, and wrapping that roadmap up together. So let's get started. Let's start talking about marketing and sales goals and set your marketing sales goals up. So first off, number 1, the first question I asked, we can't go very far if I don't know anything about your business, right? So who are you? What is your business? Are you business to business? Are you business to consumer? Those are very different pockets. And that's super important when we are talking about swag and who we're giving it to, because we got to talk about that user experience, right? So who are you? B2B, B2C. Do you serve a local market? Do you serve a national market? What is your industry and who do you serve? Is your ideal client male or female or both? So these are some things to jot down. Where do your clients gather? Where are they hanging out? Maybe you don't know the answer to that question, but I feel like I know where my ideal clients hang out. And it's taken some time. You know, I've been in business almost 2 years, so maybe you haven't. Maybe you've been in business way longer than that. So you're going to know a lot more. Income levels are super important. You need to make sure that if this is a very high income level, you need to make sure that you are gifting appropriately. And that could be based on your service. This could be based on what they value. So that's very strategic. And I want you to write this one down. This one's super important, okay? Where do you want to show up in their life? Right? In their office? At their home? I was talking with a local pest control company recently. he knew exactly where he wanted to show up. He wanted to show up right when they walk in their front door or right when they walk in their garage, right? He had it nailed down. I remember the last time my husband and I needed to call a pest control company, and the first thing we went and looked for was a flashlight, right? Because we saw some ants coming out of the closet and we needed to get a flashlight to see how serious the situation was. Can we handle this on our own, or do we need to call in the experts? And so, that was a personal experience of mine. I shared that with him and I said, hey, what's the first things people do or think when they're looking at potentially calling a pest control company? So again, where do you want to show up in their life? Get more specifically, what room, what function. Okay, so we talked about you. We talked about the client a little bit. Here's my next question. Your annual marketing goals. Gosh, isn't that like a blanket term? Like that can mean a lot, but my question is, how do you want to spend your time this year? So how are you going to spend your time this whole next year? And you can do a little bit of everything, but it's also super important to see how your business is coming in already. Are you generating leads and business and prospects through email? Is it coming through social media? Are you on the ground, out and about prospecting door to door? So how do you want to spend your time? Because that is where you want to invest the most, right? Because if that's where you want to keep coming, then those are things that we can measure. So email marketing, social media marketing, direct mail, in person. What is your current measurement tool? Where do you want to spend your time? So the reason why I bring that up is, let's say you go to an event, whether it be a trade show or a community event, or you sponsor a great event with an ideal referral partner, right? I always recommend co-sponsorships with people that serve the same community, maybe in a different business, but you can bring lots of business to one another. So co-sponsoring events is huge. So focusing on what that measurement tool is and having that be your ask, because someone isn't going to come visit you and say, hey, can I get your email? Can you follow me on social media? I'd love to mail you something and I'd like to stop by. That is way too many asks. So what's your number one ask? Where are you going to focus? Email, social media, direct mail, or in person? So here's the dream. Here's in a perfect world. What if you didn't have to chase people anymore? What if you could attract them more naturally, relationship building wise? That is all possible with the gift marketing method to generate those leads and those clients through giving growth and cultivating goodwill. Giving feels great. Growing your business, growing your community, and cultivating that goodwill, it's a game changer. And so if you feel like that's for you, I do invite you to join with me in a swag strategy and sales program so we can create your plan to gift your way to more leads in 2020. And what we've not covered today here is all the campaign opportunities that do create the best opportunities for your business. And because of that gap and what you've learned today, and if you want to work with me, I have put together a couple of free resources. So do send me a private message, just say free hot training, and I'll go ahead and send that over to you. That way you have a couple of resources that kind of get you started in the direction of gift marketing and what that looks like for your very specific business. And if you weren't with me last week, there are 3 different ways that you can work with me. Is 1, I can just be your promo girl, your swag girl. If you just need some swag for an upcoming event or promotion, just say, Jamie, I need XYZ, and I'll go shopping for you. I'll find the best deal, what's on special right now. A lot of times I just call the supplier directly and say, hey, is that the best deal you have? So I can do that for you. The second way to work with me is the do-it-yourself walkthrough through the program. It's got those 5 modules that will walk you through creating that roadmap of success for more loyalty leads and clients, all right? And the third way to work with me is private, one-on-one. We'll do a VIP day together. Really, it's just we'll spend probably a good solid hour me asking tough questions, figuring out who you are, who you serve, and what strategies are going to best drive your business. I will then go and I will do all the hard work. I'll build that roadmap out for you. And then we'll spend some time on the phone or in person going through the strategies to implement that. And the results of that, it'll be a rock solid plan to create and increase return on your investment. So again, remember that if you didn't feel invisible, if you had plenty of leads, and if you stood out and remained top of mind, and you had strategy to build your business, and you're ready to start building those relationships, you're ready to grow and cultivate goodwill, connect with me. Jamie Young, Swag and Strategy. PM me to private message me to tell me more if you do want to discuss a strategy session, but I have truly enjoyed our time together today. So thanks for hopping on. Bye, guys. Oh, and you can find me at, I should probably tell you like my website, right? So my website is jamieyoungswag.shop. So you can connect with me there. My phone number is 503-505-0742. And you can always email me at hello@jamieyoungswag.shop. Later, Gators.